Hi guys, good evening. Hi Ijemen, hi Tolu, and hello Nero. Nero. Hi Titi. Nice to see you guys. Ijemen, waiting for your request. Request to hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes. Okay. Hi, self-discovery with me. Hello, T T free official. Hmm. Nice to see you all. Trying to figure out a way to play. Yes. Hi, Paddy, Baba Disolo, Yemi, Gabs, and Adam Madu. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you everyone for joining in so early. Just waiting for my co-host and our guests to join, and then we will begin. Okay. Yes. Hi. Yes, I see someone joining in. Hi, Silver Andrew. I can't see. Hmm, it's not my connection. Trying to accept my team to go live. Yes. Yes. Thank you for the love. I see it all. Hi, Ella's log and Lake Law. We're starting shortly. Just trying to sort out a few connection issues here with my guests. We will begin. Let me switch. Is it me? I can't accept your request. Hi, I see you now.
Hello.
Hi,
Yes, so
hi.
I think it was a VPN issue.
Yes, yes.
Hi,
Hi, how
hi.
are you? Good to see
I'm
you. Good to see
fine.
you
Good to see you too.
for
Hello,
joining.
everyone.
Hi, hi, hi. Thank you, Jimin. I typically have a co-host. His name is Tolu,
Okay.
and he's joining in shortly. But before he joins in, let's get to meet you. Tell us whatever you're comfortable with. What's your
Um,
name? Whatever, what you're comfortable with. Some things about you that we
okay.
can know.
My name is Ijemen. I'm a Nigerian. I live in the UAE. Mm, I work for a financial institution, which is why it's so ironic that I'm on this show.
I know.
But yes, I
Oh my.
work for I work for a brokerage. I work for a brokerage. I work for a financial institution. What else? Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm comfortable sharing. That's it. That's it.
So thank you very much. We understand that the need for privacy. And so
Yeah.
it was interesting that when I asked on my stories last week that who had been recently been scammed, it was interesting to hear your story. So a little backstory, right? I find out some people who are closest to knowledge, technical or financial knowledge, sometimes also do get hit.
Hmm.
Without throwing any shade, even my husband, he shared his story on this platform some time back, and he works for
Hmm.
a telecom. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So I thought that wow, that was it was. I thought that you would be able to bring in a perspective that was fresh. So we're here now. So I
Okay.
guess I'm just how you tell your story. So tell us
Okay.
your story. Tell us what happened,
Okay.
and
So you can
start
hear me
from there.
properly, right? You can hear me well.
Clearly, very clearly.
Okay. So, first of all, my biggest excuse is that this happened while I was in the office. That's my excuse to anyone who. So I was really distracted with work. I was busy. But the prelude to the story is that GT Bank had updated their app, and because of the updates, I lost access to like GTB, so I couldn't send funds. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you
Okay,
very
okay,
well.
okay, okay. So I couldn't send funds, and I haven't been able to like send funds to Nigeria because I was locked out of my GT app, right? So I was in the office, and then I sent a message. I saw a number. No, I saw a link that took me to a web page that looked like the GT page. It wasn't the GT Bank page, but it looked like the page. And just at the bottom of the page, there was like a WhatsApp number. So because I was in the office, I was distracted. I just clicked on the link and continued working, right? And then I, I was now on WhatsApp at this point. I was on WhatsApp, and the logo, the whole GT logo was there. It was a business account. It was, oh, thank you for contacting GT support. How can we help you? In my mind, this is perfect for me because I didn't want to have to send an email to my account officer to request for this change. So if there is a faster way to do this, why not? So I just replied and said, hey, I'm trying to update my phone number because I haven't been able to use the app since the upgrade. Is there any way for me to update my phone number? And then this person goes, oh yes, sure. Is this the number associated with your bank account? And I'm like, yes. And I don't know how this is possible, but then they said, oh, you're Mrs. And then they called my name and my surname.
Wow.
So what I'm going to assume, or after time had passed, what I'm assuming they did was they just tried to, because I had given them my account number. So they just went into their app and tried to like act like they were going to send money to this person. And then the person's phone name will come up. So it was pretty easy for them to have quote and unquote guessed my name. So they said,
Right.
oh yeah, miss, this. And I said, yes. So they said, okay, in order for us to be able to change your phone number, we need you to provide us with the code. We are talking with the code. Mind you, this was happening while I was at work. So I'm working, I'll check my phone at intervals and I go back to work. I'll check my phone, go back to work. So I was really busy. So I said, okay, no problem. I didn't give it an afterthought. I went to my app, got the token, sent it to him.
Wow.
Meanwhile, my Nigerian number is turned off, which means when I get like debits, credits, I don't know. I only know from my emails. If I don't check my emails, I don't know anything is happening. So I gave him the code the first time and I went back to work. By the time I came back, he's like, oh, that didn't work. 30 seconds had passed. Please give us again. I give them the code the second time. He said, please give us again. It's not working. I'm like, what's wrong with the code? So I give him the third time. It doesn't occur to me that this person is moving money from my account at all. He asks for it one more time. I give him the fourth time. And at this point, I get called into a meeting. So I just leave my phone on my desk and I join the meeting. After about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, I came back to the chat, right? And I opened up my phone just to let him know that, like,
Are you there? Or is it me? I'm hoping it's not me. Hi, can anyone see us? Can you let me know if it's me who's frozen? Oh, hi. Are we still here? Hi guys, can you leave me a comment? Let me know if you can still see me or hear me. Can see, but I don't understand. Okay, you can see me. Thank you. So maybe Ijemen dropped off and I have a call back. So okay. Yes, okay, she's coming back now. So Lou, meanwhile, are you here? Because I can't see. I can see that you've joined in the live, but I cannot see a video.
Hi again.
Hi.
Hello.
That's
I
okay.
don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I
No,
don't know where I stopped. Do you remember? Like,
you said that you at this point in time, you got called. You came back from the meeting
okay, yeah.
after
So I came back
the
from my
meeting.
meeting, and I now pick up my phone to like message this person, and the number has blocked me. Even after looking at the phone and seeing that they had blocked me, it still didn't register what had just happened. So
Wow.
I'm just wondering why did this person block me? And at this time I
What
was
did
joining
you?
another meeting. So I had my headset on in this meeting and I check my emails usually from time to time. So I just while this meeting was going on, I just went to my email. I just saw 20,000 naira has been removed. 20,000 naira has been removed. So I saw like the alert was just coming, boom, boom, boom.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
happening? So at this, and I'm in a meeting. I was just freaking out. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't even link it to the fact that I had been giving out my codes. I was just freaking out. I dropped my headset, called my account manager. So they said, you know what, put a block my account. I need you to block my account. I don't know what's happening, but somebody's moving money from my account. Freeze. She says,
Yeah.
okay, and then she blocks it. And then I go back and then I now correlate what had been happening. Apparently, when I was giving this guy my code, he was moving money from my account. What's funny is when I came back, the last message I saw that he sent to me before he blocked me was, please give us your code. And when I came back, it's just that he had blocked me. I actually had sent another code. But because he
Wow.
had at this point blocked me, so it would have, if I didn't get called into that meeting or if I didn't get busy, he would have cleared my account. He was just removing it 20K. So, yes, I mean my Nigerian account. He was just removing it 20,000, 20,000. So he did it 4 times and I lost 80K. But had I not been busy, if it had happened while I was at home, he would have cleared my account because like I said, I don't get notifications. My Nigerian number is turned off. So, you know. So yes, that's how I lost. Glory to God, it was just 80,000. It could have been way more.
Actually, it could have been
Uh,
worse. The person
yes.
was very
So
kind. To be honest, not,
so yes.
I mean that he could have taken maybe 200,000,
Yep.
200,000 and
Yep.
20,000 years.
Yeah. So exactly, he could have done 50,000 a couple of times, but he did
Mm,
20.
mm.
So I obviously tried with the bank to try and get the money back. My account officer told me from the jump that listen, you gave this person your code. Somebody's saying I should start this story all over again. No. You gave
Don't
this person
worry.
your the truth is what the bank was telling me is that you gave them your code. Um, she was very upfront with me. She said you gave them your code, like, so I doubt that we'll be able to get this money back for you, but we'll try. So she sent me the form and I filled it. I explained how I lost the money and I submitted the form. And then after about a week, I heard back from the bank that they're sorry that I lost the money, but I'm not going to be able to get it back. I had already written
Oh
it off as
my.
bad debt anyway. It would have been nice to get it back, but I had already written it off as bad debt and moved on. And that was it. That's how I lost 80K.
I'm so sorry about your experience. I am really, really
Fine.
sorry. Whatever money you have, it's sad to lose money in this way,
Yep,
in
yes,
this type of
yes.
where no, there was no, it wasn't anything to your benefit, and I'm really sorry about the experience. So for the sake of people who just joined, I will just start over, just recap her story. But before I do, Ijemen, how far back was this?
This happened when did GT Bank upgrade their app? This happened, it's not long ago. This happened maybe 2, 3 months ago, thereabout. It's not that long ago. It's not like it happened last year. It just happened
October.
recent. Yes, thereabouts. It happened
Well,
thereabouts.
I think
Yeah,
around when they on their app. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, for the sake of people who just joined, our guest today is Ijemen. She's a Nigerian lady living in the United Arab Emirates. And because she doesn't have access to her Nigerian number, she doesn't always know when she gets debited. In a transaction, she always has to refer to email. She said that she was trying to change her phone number, right, Ijem? She was trying to change her phone number, and then she got onto she went onto a web page that directed her to a WhatsApp number where she was having a conversation with someone who was supposed to be from maybe the GT contact center. They had their logo and everything. It looked very professional. And so they asked her that in order to change her her phone number, she needed to provide them with her token code. She provided them with a token code a total of 4 times because every time she gave them the code, they would tell her that it was past 30 seconds. So but unknown to her, because she was distracted at work, she didn't realize that she kept being debited 20,000 naira in every of this with every code she shared. And so later that within a space of maybe 20 minutes of her giving the fourth code, within a short minute of giving the fourth code, she was called into a meeting. And she only returned to her phone maybe 20 minutes later to realize that they had asked for another code. By the time she supplied this code, she had been blocked. So she took her phone, went back into the meeting, and on checking her emails, realized that she had been debited of 20,000 naira 4 times, losing 80,000 naira. And she called her account manager asking them to block her account, which they did. She was encouraged to write a letter to ask for her funds back, which she did. But a week later, she heard back from the bank saying that they were unable to, wow, saying that they were unable to refund her money to her because she was the one who provided the token code, and so for they wouldn't be able to provide her with, they wouldn't be able to support her by returning the money or help her with the process of the refund. Now, we just for the sake of anyone who may not have joined this, Ayomide Priceless, were you able to get the gist? So that's the gist of the story. Unfortunately, Ijemen and Tolu keep dropping off, but I'm hoping that they will come back at some point. I've accepted their request to join the live now. Okay. All right. So if you can hear me, please give a thumbs up in the comments so that we can continue. Wimika RMS in this are doing this. Oh, Ijemen is back. Great. Ijemen is back. All right. So Ijemen, I would accept your request to go live. I hope that you can see it and join me shortly. All right. Cool. Now, we've observed a trend that happens towards the end of the year. Towards the end of the year, people get more desperate in scam attacks. The number of successful cyber fraud incidents tend to increase towards the end of the year. And it seems to get worse as December, the festive season approaches. We are right around that festive season. And so we are right around that festive season. And so, because of that, we're throwing light through a social impact campaign, which we're doing, and we're saying to people that together we can fight, or we can win the fight against cyber fraud. That really is our message. And so today, Ijemen sharing her story is part of our advocacy efforts in this social impact, three-legged social impact campaign, right? We want to give people a voice, an opportunity to be able to say their own stories, so that people who join the call, like we, would be able to benefit from that story. Who's live? I can see that someone is here.
Can you hear me? I've been here for a while.
Yes. Oh, you
Yes,
have?
yes,
I can't see you.
I've been listening to you, but I've been here for a while. I don't know, maybe it's a network.
Okay, cool.
It's a network
Good
thing.
that
I've been here for a while.
Yes. All right, cool. So I wanted to ask you that, apart from your account manager, did you share this story with anybody? Anyone else? Did you try to report?
Oh, nah, honestly, no. Just my friends, but I didn't share it to anybody else because, like I said, I felt like 80% of the responsibility fell on me. Right? If somebody had hacked into my accounts and removed my money, I would have raised hell and high water. But like I said, I gave out the code. So who do I really blame? So I didn't feel the need to like tell more people, or I didn't feel the need to do that.
I mean specifically law enforcement, like police,
No,
CBN.
I'm not even in Nigeria. Which police am I?
Yes.
So I didn't do any of that. I didn't do any of that.
Okay, so can you talk about maybe the emotional or psychological impact of this loss on you?
Okay, so I think for me, so I like to feel like I'm a street smart person, and I'm also like financially smart. So I just felt like it messed with me because I felt like somebody played a fast one on me. So it wasn't even the amount per se, right? Because I hardly I don't put a lot of money in my Naira account. So the maximum somebody would have been able to take from me at that time was 300,000 Naira, because I never have more than that amount in my Naira account, right? I prefer to send money from here to my USD account. I have a USD account so it wasn't, to me, 300,000. Yes, it's a lot of money in Nigeria, but it's not money that would have. It was the fact that somebody played a fast one on me. I was upset that I fell into that situation. I kept thinking, how could I have done this? How could I have shared like a token? The purpose of token is a security measure. Why did I think it was okay to share? Like, so that really messed with me. I couldn't get over the fact that it still didn't even click, even while this fraud was going on. The person was moving money. I came back after 30 minutes and I still was sharing my code with this person. So mentally that part messed with me. I felt like I was plain stupid about it, and I could have reacted better. But that's why when it happened, it almost happened the second time. That's why when the attempt came the second time, I was smarter because it had happened to me. So hopefully people are more aware where it doesn't happen to them at all, and then they can catch it on time, unlike it's happening to you first and then,
I know. I completely agree, and I think that's the point of us doing this exercise. I wanted to ask you, first of all, if you didn't mind sharing the second attempt so that we could also learn from that.
Oh, okay. So I don't mind sharing at all. The second attempt, I was in the office again. It's always happening to me when I'm in the office. I was in the office again, but this one was a phone call. So they called me and said, "Hi, good afternoon. My name is," he said his name, "from Dubai Police." So obviously, once I heard Dubai Police, my ears, here Nigerians are not the most welcome. So I'm always I don't want to get into any kind of trouble here. I'm just here to work, and So once I heard Dubai Police, I was I paid attention. I'm like, "Okay, hi, good afternoon. How can I help you?" He goes, "There's been a lot of fraud attempts of late. So we're calling to verify your number and verify your identity." And I'm like, "Okay, fine. What do you need from me?" he says log into the ICP app. Now, the ICP app here is a big deal. That's the app that has your visa, your everything about you. Like,
As
it's all
a foreigner.
yes, as a foreigner. Your visa, if you've had any vaccinations done, it's there. If you've had any police kits done, it's there. Like, everything is on the ICP app, right? So when he said log into your ICP app, I said, for what exactly? He says, oh no, there's a code that is there that I need you to give me. So at this point, once I had code again, second time, I said, no. So at this point, I'm saying, sorry, I can't log into my app. I just said I can't. I'm unable to log into my ICP app. So he said, okay, I'm going to, can you log into your Dubai police app? That app, I felt more comfortable, like, because it's just the police app. So I said, okay, I can log into my Dubai police app. He says, can you see a code? I'm like, I can't see any code. So he says, okay, you know what? I'm going to send you the code like to your phone. I'm like, okay, fine. And then he sends the code. So I saw that the message came in Arabic. So I saw the message. He was like, can you call out the code that you can see? I'm like, you know what? This is Dubai police, right? He says, yes. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll come to the police station. He's like, no, if you don't give me this code, we're going to block your line. You're going to get into trouble with us. So at this point, like,
what? Hold on. What's the Nigerian speaking?
No, so you will know that it has gone international now. They are trying to steal your money. It's not a Nigerian thing. These fraud cases are not akin to Nigeria at all. This person that was calling me sounded like, I will assume, a Pakistani, Indiani type person, right? And the message I got was actually from Dubai police, you know. So I'm telling this person that, please, I will come to the police station. He's like, no, you need to give me this code or else we'll block your bank account. So I said, you know what, I'm in the office, I'm very busy. Right after work, I'll come to the police station. And then I get off the call. When I got off the call, I now, you know, I just copied the message I got from the Dubai. I just copied it and pasted it on Google Translate because I wanted to know what the message said. The message came in, but it had come in full Arabic. The only thing I could see in the message was the code. So it was Arabic, then some numbers, then Arabic characters. So I copied it, posted it on Google Translate, and it said, this code is for your Dubai police. Something along those lines of, Dubai police will never call you to ask you for this code. So had I given the person the code, the person would have had access to and it's now not just a financial fraud thing. It could have been an identity theft thing.
Oh my
because the person would have just locked me out and would have had access to stuff. Would have been able to use my identity to, you know, commit crimes. And because it had happened to me the first time with GT Bank, I learned my lesson and I did not share my code. So
that word is a code word for problems, I think.
Yes. So once I hear, give me your code now, my ears just like stand on attention. So I didn't share this code. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my.
So it's happening. It's not a Nigerian problem, and it's nice that like people are raising awareness to this because it's happening everywhere. It's not just a subset of people. People are broke around the world, and people commit crimes around the world, and people are going to take advantage of you if you are not careful.
Thank you for sharing that so much. So I wanted us to do a playback, right? In terms of learning from the experience, what could we have done differently? So I can juxtapose your first experience versus your second experience. I want us just to play back for the benefit of people who are watching. In the first experience, when you look back, what do you think you could have done differently?
Okay, so the first experience, the biggest mistake I made was getting a bank's link via social media, via Twitter. If you want to use the bank website, go to www.gtbank or whatever bank you use, right? There was no need for me to have like clicked on any link anywhere. So that was my first mistake. The second mistake I made was assuming that a bank will be on WhatsApp. Now that I think about it, it was plain stupidity. So if you're not in the country, like I currently am not in the country, I would advise that you just have somebody in the bank. On your GT app, your account manager is there. Get the person's contact right on the app and then reach out to the person or send them an email. There was no need for me to have started chatting with anybody on WhatsApp. The third mistake that I made was giving out personal information. No bank will ask you for your code. No bank will ask you for your token, and that's like the biggest.
And
That's the biggest
they send that
lesson.
emails all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
No bank will
Yeah.
ask you for your token. No bank will ask you for your code. So no matter how busy or distracted that you are, like as long as you have that up in your head and nobody's going to ask me for this, the minute somebody says, "Hi, please give me your token," it should raise like red flags for you, right? So I think those are the three like biggest mistakes I made and I have learned from, because now like I wouldn't even I stopped clicking on links. I don't click on any kind of links. When I want to go to like GTB, I just will go to the website, perform the transaction, because I still don't have, the amazing thing is I lost 80K, but I still don't have access to the GT app. So now I have to perform my transactions online because my app is linked to my Nigerian number, right? So I perform my transactions online here now. I just go to the website, use it, and I'm out. Like, just be careful the links that you click. Yeah.
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 Why
So
is it long?
those are the lessons.
Yeah, sorry. Why is
Yes,
it
it's
longer
much
process?
longer.
Just this thing, yes.
So I agree, it's much longer, but ultimately at the end of the day, like until I can walk into a bank and maybe change my number physically, that's the option that I have, right? So I'm not going to like click on any links. I'm not going to chat to anybody on WhatsApp. And more importantly, I'm not going to give anybody my token codes, because that's how people lose money. That's how I lost money.
Importantly, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so much for that. And in the second experience, I think what I took out of it was, I think the fact that you were more, what's the word, confident in calling the person's bluff. You see my point? In calling the person's bluff.
Yeah.
Once I just took away from that urgency. There was a certain urgency, almost driving you to make a decision now. If you don't, something to scare you. Oh, you are a Nigerian, so you've been labeled to be these people that are doing X or Y or Z, and so if you don't do it now, there could be this and that consequence. So me, I think that was my own takeout from that. In a previous webinar, one of the things that we discussed was trust but verify. Even if it was your mom calling you, because I understand now that with AI tools, people are able to mask or clone someone's voice and call, and you would now feel that, oh, it's a person calling you. So I mean, it could be that extreme. It could be that extreme. So
this happened just like, I don't know why I seem to be target of. I don't have money like that. I don't know why people just think I have money. Just like 3 or 4 days ago on Instagram, so what I now assumed happened is that somebody hacked into this guy's account, right? Hacked into his Instagram. I got a DM from somebody who we don't have much of a relationship, and I haven't heard from the person in about 2 years. And the person just sent a message and said, "Hi, Ijemen, how are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm great. How are you?" And the person writes a long story saying, "Please, I need you to send me 85,000 naira," and wrote a long, very long story. And I read the story, and I know, even though I don't have a close relationship with this person, I know the type of person that he is. And I just wrote, "Law, this isn't so and so."
Wow. Immediately
I said that, the person blocked me. The person unsent the message and blocked me from the account. So now this December period is blood. Everybody's on blood. People are trying to collect money by any means necessary.
I don't understand. And you're right on the money, Ijemen, by saying that. And I don't know if you were on the call when I was trying to talk about this initiative and what Mimika is doing with this. December is particularly a notorious month for cyber fraud incidents. In fact, The stories abound. Stories abound. We are running a community where we are, educating people and sharing very helpful resources. And a lot of stories are coming out of that community about the kind of things that are happening in December. It's okay. I don't know if Tolu can hear me. I don't think he's still on the call. I think he's having some connection issues. But in trying to wind down today, I just wanted to say that if what in your opinion are things that people can do just generally. Number one, as someone who has experienced this, one time a successful attempt and the other failed attempt, right? That's one. Two, as someone who also is financially aware or you're aware, I know the space that you work in. What kind of role do you individuals can take up on their own to ensure that they also stay safe, in addition to everything else?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part. Your question was what kind of what?
How do individuals protect themselves? Your own recommendations for how people can be responsible for their own safety.
Okay, so so like I said earlier, like there are so many like links out there. It is up to you to know that anywhere where your money is, because like the reason most of us are working is because of funds, money. Where your money is sacred, which means that if you are thinking of your bank, for instance, if you bank with Wema Bank, for instance, if you are going to log into Wema Bank, you need to be sure that you're on the Wema Bank app or web, right? So I think that's like there are so many links and people underestimate like the kind of links that are out there. And I say this because the link that I clicked on that took me to a web page looked exactly like the GT web page. No, the only difference was that at the bottom of the page, there was a WhatsApp number there. Like there was a link for a WhatsApp number. It looked exactly like that. So to protect you, to protect yourself, to protect your funds, be sure on the links that you can click on. The second, what ways can individuals protect themselves from falling victims to cyber fraud? What are the available options? Somebody's asking a question.
I think
what
that's
ways
what
people can protect them? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what you are training.
Secondly, like I said earlier, I know in somebody's mind now, they might think I only have 20,000, 10,000 in my account. Have a conversation like on trying to find out who your account service manager is. Everybody in the bank has an account manager. Everybody, even if it's 1,000 naira you have in that bank, you have an account manager assigned to you. Have the contact details of your account manager, have the phone number of your account manager, have the email address of your account manager. That saved me. It could have been worse, but immediately I placed a call to her, gave her my name, she knew who was talking, gave her my account number, she blocked my account. In fact, now as we're speaking, my USD account is currently blocked. I told her, I said, just leave it blocked. Leave it blocked. Leave the NIRA open, leave the USD blocked. And it's only, like, you don't want just anybody to have your details. So have the phone number, email of your account manager, your PIN, your code, things like your ATM PIN. I know it's very easy to say, please help me remove money and give somebody your ATM PIN. It's very important that you guard it with you because those things, that's the only way someone can gain access to your account. The email address you use to register your account, the phone number you use to register your account, your ATM PIN, your token, that's your physical token or your online token. Those are the only ways that people can actually throw. So this information, guard it with your life. Don't be too open like to sharing this information. So for me, that's, like I said, that's what I gained from it. If you can walk into the bank, I know it's very stressful, there are lots of queues there, but if I had walked into the bank, I would have changed my number, nothing would have happened. I hope that the banks also can provide like better services in terms of there are certain things that we should be able to do by ourselves, such as like if you've been locked out of your account. So I had been locked out of my mobile app account. I should have been able to send, like, I work for a financial institution, and the way we make things easy for people is by simply telling them to send an email with the previous phone number that they had, the current phone number they want to use, and a copy of their ID document to verify the authenticity from their registered email number, from their registered email address. So if I had sent an email, yes, so as long as you can verify that this email is coming from the same email used to register the account, yes, and it has a copy of the person's ID document, there's no reason why, like, the person you shouldn't be able to change the phone number from your end. Right. Yeah. So this isn't available to us, which is why I clicked on link. So yeah, your bank account is your, like, you can only do it from your end. It's your personal security. Don't give out this information and you should be fine. Although I've heard that there are cases that people are able to remotely, like, steal somebody's details. How can we identify fake Instagram vendors, especially with the holiday season approaching? Okay, let me tell you how I do that. I don't know if this is very helpful, but let me tell you how I identify fake Instagram vendors. The first thing I do is try and look on that page. If they have a CAC registration, most people put it up. So if I have a business page, most people snap like their CAC registration and put it on their story. That's one of the first things I do. I check to see if that business is registered under CAC.
Okay.
After that, I check the things that they posted. If the things that they posted look like things that could have been generated from online, I'm not saying physical pictures. You are selling a pot or you are selling AirPods, but it doesn't look like the picture you took it. It looks like you just got a picture from the internet. I will not patronize you. If your comment section, I'm not able to see that anybody has patronized you, I'm not able to see any feedback from people that have patronized you at all, I will not patronize your Instagram page. And let me tell you how far I have gone. Because, like, what I wanted to buy was very expensive. I saw someone made a comment on a page. I went to DM that person and said, "Hi, good afternoon. Please, did you buy something from this person?" Yes, because it's my money. So I'm always very careful.
Goodness.
Yeah. So it's sometimes I even go to their tagged photos. So if, for instance, I want to buy a pair of shoes, I assume that if you are someone that buys clothes, sells clothes and shoes, one day somebody will buy shoe from you, and when they wear it, they will tag you. So I go to their tagged photos to check. Has anybody tagged that you are selling shoe? You know, so I know it seems but this is the way I protect myself, right?
You have to try, because those people that are working very hard to ensure that
Then I think there are a few Instagram accounts. I don't remember their names now. Maybe after, if I remember, Oniku, I'll share with you. There are a few Instagram accounts that actually put out the pages of people who do fraud by their Instagram vendors. So there are one or two accounts I've seen. Yes.
There's one I
would do well to follow them.
Yeah, there's one I know. I think Eye Opener or something. There's
one. Yeah,
I agree. I'm taking this one of checking tagged photos. That's it.
Then also it helps if they have a store. So if the person has an Instagram page and you can see the address of a store, it helps. It means that if they did not, you can go there and drag them by the collar. It helps if they have a store. Yeah. So it's like, if you are going to spend money, see, if I waste my money, I feel better about wasting money than having someone steal from me.
Agreed.
Right. So if you're going to waste the money, please, it's your money, you worked hard for it. Verify that you are sending money to somebody who, like, is not trying to steal from you, because everybody is apparently trying to steal from you.
Lots of people are actually trying to steal. I agree with that, and I really, really, really appreciate this. Thank you very much. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. In fact, the first time someone sent me a message saying, "Oh, did you buy," a friend of mine, "did you I see that you have mutual people following this particular vendor. You know some of your friends are following that vendor." I wondered, okay, this FBI is on a high level. So have you ever bought something from this? I said, "Oh no, I don't even know that vendor. I've never patronized them. She said, oh, that she was just concerned because they had changed their Instagram handle 6 times.
Yes, that's
Then,
another way to know. Yeah.
yes, she sent me a screen. I didn't know. We learn all these things every day. So I said, oh, I went and don't check. I realized Instagram has a way of letting, because why are you changing
Yes,
your
to
handle
show
6 times?
you. Yes, yes.
You know.
What kind of
So
business
I
are you
think that
doing? Yeah.
exactly, that you're changing your handle so fast if you're not hiding something 6 times in a short period of time. So red flag. That was
Also,
also
there are some
very helpful.
vendors that you will see that they have 23.7 thousand followers. You check the page, only one like is there on the page. And nobody is patronizing this person, but you have so many followers. That means you spent money to buy followers. Why?
Like
What kind are you
bots.
trying to? Yes, why? So I'm always very watchful. I'm always very careful. So yeah.
Thank you so much. This was very enlightening for me. I hope for others. Please, if you're on the call, you can leave a message just to let us know that you learned something, one thing or the other. For the people who ask questions, let us know if you feel satisfied or you have other things you want to ask. So thank you so much, Ijemen. I really appreciate that you came on the call to share. I was happy to get your perspective because especially as far as the identity theft one went, it's very serious. It's very, very serious. And if that person was successful, you probably would have gone to jail you had no idea about. And you're in a country that takes things very seriously.
Yes,
So
yes.
thank you.
So I keep thinking of how bad it could have gotten, what they could have put me in trouble for. So yeah, I'm grateful that it didn't happen.
I'm co-grateful with you. So thank you very much. Please, I was going to share as we're coming down to the end of today's episode. I want to just share one of the things, just a few things about why we decided to do this. I had shared it initially, somewhere in the middle, and as we're winding down, I think it's important for us to know that the year-end festive season presents an opportunity for a lot of people to feel a certain type of desperation that is almost twice what they probably have felt throughout the year. When we were younger, it used to be armed robbery. People used to try, but now that has evolved. A lot of cyber fraud cases. So we need to be very, very careful. Wimika is doing this social impact project where, for at no fee to anyone, we're educating people on how to stay cyber safe. And understanding that this thing is not a one-man thing. Like, it's important to share, let people know what's happening. You're not the victim, you're not the one who committed the fraud. And so you empower yourself. We empower people by allowing them share, give them a voice, share what is happening so that other people can know. And then through that, we are able to build a strong community of people who are more aware about these things. So we're doing this throughout this festive season. So please join our IG live every Sunday at 5 o'clock to hear from someone like Ijemen who has come to share with us today. And then please, we are building a thriving community where we're helping people to gain a lot of helpful knowledge or resources. Last week, I know on Friday, we talked about passwords, for example, on the community. I thought it was quite engaging. Please, in the link in our bio, you will find the link tree to our community, or you can simply visit www.wimeka.ng/community to join our community. I think the other thing that is very interesting that we're doing is we have a helpline. So in the case of Ijemen now, for example, let's say you couldn't reach your account manager for any reason. Our helpline is an option that you could have called or sent a WhatsApp to say, listen, I'm going through something like this has happened to me. How can you help me? And then we will be able to step in and provide immediate support to you. We're doing that as much as we can. We've partnered with the Nigerian Police Force Ministry of Justice, EFCC, the Nigerian Medical Association, to take care of any angle that this thing affects people from, whether it's mentally,